How to start the life of your dreams. Life's fundamental. How to start the life of your dreams. Life's fundamental. 60 things that you must know. www.dennygriffiths.com. Feel free to give a copy of this report to your family and friends. To Kime, who got me started, thank you. To my wonderful husband, Lee, and my fantastic kids, Aaron and Jamie, thank you for your support while I wrote this book. To my mum, Esm, thank you for your encouragement, input and ideas which were greatly treasured. To my aunt, Lexi, who egged me on. Cheers. Achieve and believe. Hi. My name is Denny, short for Denise. After accidentally starting my family while still a teenager, I guess you could say that I'm not worldly traveled. Over the years of my adult life though, I have had two beautiful children, developed and tousled a relationship with my husband, been in successful businesses, done plenty of stupid things, lived on 2-minute noodles 1 minute, and ate at fancy restaurants the next. Money-wise, potentially I would have easily wasted opportunities to acquire a few $100,000, and wasted thousands of dollars in general. I have been through ups and downs and bounced back. I love my life. All of its good points and even the bad. Lessons are being taught continually as I learn from my mistakes, my parents' mistakes and of those around me. Out of all the lessons I have learned, and with all the fun I have, I believe in one driving point. Life is what you make it. You have the power to guide your thoughts on what you think and believe. Your actions are a direct result of what you think and believe. Your actions are what gives you results. So, if you keep doing the same thing, how can you expect a different result? Originally, I wrote down some notes to help a friend of mine, and the words kept on flowing. Wow! I thought. This is pretty cool stuff, and easy for anyone to follow, to change their life. Then I realized that I wasn't following my own instructions, and felt that a workbook-style journal would make my life a lot easier. Now I use this book myself. By using this workbook, I am helping to ensure that my days are productive, which helps me to succeed in fulfilling my goals. Work in your dream life journal daily, and see where you take yourself. It will be a new positive direction. Be amazed at your power and all of your achievements. Welcome to your new life. Life's fundamental. We need to put the fun back into life, and look after our mental well-being. I have to warn you though. People love to know how to do things. That's only step 1. Step 2 is taking action. Understand that action means results. To achieve anything, whether it is happiness, work results, great children, relationships, even wealth eventually, you need to create a positive mindset. Is your body screaming out to you for help? It may be either in a physical sense, an emotional one, or even a combination of both. Understand that your conscious and subconscious decisions about you and your life play a large role in your physical and emotional health. In fact, there is quite a lot of study into the direct link between illnesses such as cancers, and people harboring personal grief, guilt and negativity in general. Maybe you feel like things will never be right? Things keep going wrong? It's possible that you have created yourself a negative cycle on a subconscious level. We need to turn the negative cycle in your life into a positive cycle. The easy part is realizing this. The hard part is taking action. It's really important that you make these changes now. Don't let things keep going as they are. Here's a little secret that I found in Mike Dillard's book about magnetic sponsoring. For more info, follow MLM link on my website. It is intriguingly obvious, yet I'd never previously given it the attention it deserves. The choices that you have made in your life have led you to where you are right now. Imagine this. The thoughts that you have are actual actions. Whatever you think of regularly will give you blueprints on your future decisions. These thoughts are about your ideas, emotions and beliefs creating your attitude. So your attitude assists your decisions, which leads to your results. Now the question is, are you happy with your results? Do you want the choices you make to improve your life? Do you want the ability to be in a strong position to roll with the punches? There are so many little things that help me, and I want to share these with you. Don't be overwhelmed or feel like it's a big chore list. Look at it as stepping stones on a path to your fantastic new life. These days, I don't have to think so hard about trying to achieve these goals, as most of them are an embedded way of life, and without much effort, the same will happen for you. What is involved within your life? There is a lot of stuff going on, even when you aren't doing anything. Let's look at an average domestic situation's considerations. Getting up and ready for work, or getting kids ready for school, breakfast, iron, clean, prepare, transportation, washing up, cleaning the house, preparing dinner, watering the plants, doing the washing, helping with homework, paying the bills, food shopping, folding the washing, being a partner, being a parent and exercising, etc., etc. Phew. The list was just going to go on and on. It's no wonder that things in your life could get missed. There are only 24 hours in a day. It is easy to just let one day merge into the next. Make time. Prioritize your time. Invest in your own life. The little things you change now will mean big changes in the near future. You need to also make sure that you have time for yourself, your partner and children, if you have a partner and your children too. By spending quality time with other important people in your life, you start creating a positive cycle. Consider what you would like to achieve. Think about the characteristics you admire in other people. Are these people happy, successful, friendly, confident and assertive? Do these people know how to have fun? Success doesn't necessarily mean that you have loads of material things. This may only mean that you have a lot of debt. I will talk more about debt later on. The biggest thing about these ideas is that they will only work for people who are willing to help themselves. At the end of the day, the only person who will help you is you. Some things may feel right, and other things may not. So just take from my thoughts what feels right for you. What if you put your name in the hat lotto? Unfortunately, I can't tell you where I heard this suggestion, however, I love it. What if every single person on the planet put their name in a great big hat? Shake the hat around. Now pick out someone else's name from out of the hat. This is now your life. What are the odds that you will pick up a better life and opportunity than what you have now? Quite slim actually. Do people find life in death? Okay, I realize that I am going out on quite a limb here. Obviously death is a subject that makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. However, here is my curious observation. Think of how often you have read or seen an inspiring story about someone who has nearly died, or who were terminally ill, and they changed their priorities about what life is really about. You will also see this happen to people when someone they admired dies. Remember the tragic day that we lost Steve Irwin, crocodile hunter, in September 2006? So many around the world paused and thought about their own lives, and admired how he indulged and followed in his passions. What did you do when you heard the unfortunate news? Most of us adjusted something in our lives, either temporarily, or permanently, to create a positive outcome. People everywhere brought themselves to action. They supported his conservation foundation, visited and enjoyed nature, spent more quality time with their kids, had fun, planned a family holiday or may have even applied for a better job. My suggestion is to decide to take positive action now. Don't wait to be jolted into taking action. By using this Dream Life Journal, you have already started to take positive action. What would your eulogy say? If you were to pass over today, your loved ones would discuss your attitude to life and your achievements. Of course they would already say a lot of great things about you. However, imagine if you could delay this day, and really make a go of the life that you want. Achieve the outcomes that you deeply desire. If you knew that you had a second chance, I believe that you would find the drive and passion pretty quick. No room for excuses. Okay, if you want to change your life for the better, stop your excuses. There is always someone worse off than you. Become inspired to make changes to improve your life, and create a positive domino effect. Grab control of your life. Dreams are fantasies. To dream of a better life isn't enough. Dreams are like wishing. Fantasies, even. You must believe. Believe and be driven. Focus on your goals. Know that your goals are your focus, and believe that you will achieve these goals. The power of belief is incredible. We wouldn't attempt to do most things in life, unless if we felt that we could achieve these things. Think big and believe. See your goals as matter of fact. Create balance. No doubt, you have heard the saying, everything in moderation. It is important that you learn to balance your life. Family time, partner time, work time and you time. Change your thinking. This is a physical action with your brain. Eliminate your negative thoughts. When you have thoughts, about anything at all, check yourself about what you are thinking. Make the most out of every day in life. You live in a fantastic free world. Make the most of looking at your opportunities. Your life, no one else's, will be your centerpiece. Make it a fact. Your life will evolve around you and your family, and you'll enjoy doing this. No maybes, end of discussion. Take pleasure in the little things that don't cost money. Go to the beach, to the park or do some fishing nearby if it's available. If you have kids, pack them up and take them with you. Try later in the afternoon, if it's hot. Enjoy doing activities with the kids and your friends at home. Join in and play with them. Activities such as playing video games and board games are cheap and fun. Get out and play soccer, a bit of cricket, softball or even a bike ride. Do something energetic. It doesn't have to be every day, but it does have to be regular. Learn to love yourself. One of my biggest lessons is to learn to love. Especially love yourself. Fall in love with yourself, even. This isn't meant to be dirty or sleazy. Become the type of person that you would want to fall in love with. For those of you with partners who don't know you exist anymore, it's likely that your partner will sit up and take an interest when you start to take an interest in yourself. When you love yourself, you will be amazed by your level of self-confidence and energy. This has an immediate flow-on effect with building your relationships and defining boundaries of what is acceptable and what isn't. What else do you have that you love about yourself? Build on these positives. Write down a list of features about yourself that you love. Don't be shy. What are your talents? What do you like to see in other people, that you also see in yourself? Start with your smile. I bet you have a great smile. Use it frequently. However, it must be genuine. When you smile at someone, it could actually turn their life around. A genuine smile reaches your eyes, and can be seen in body language. Consequently, when you fake a smile, most people are very much aware of this, so it almost becomes pointless. Sometimes when I'm walking past someone, I'll give them a great big smile. They smile back. They get buzzed, then I get buzzed at making them buzz. Easy, free, and it works. Every single time that you answer the phone, smile genuinely, even if you know it's probably someone annoying at the other end. Greet them in a voice that sounds light, confident and happy. When you start your conversation with the happy confidence, it is easier to resolve anything that you don't like in the conversation, including telling people that you aren't interested in their deals of a lifetime they are trying to sell you. Be genuine. Unless you really do care about how someone is, be careful that you aren't asking how are you? When you aren't interested in the answer. If you are greeting someone in a business situation, greet the customer with "Hi Bob. How can I help you?" instead. This breaks the ice and you get straight to the point. When you run into someone, in a light confident voice try "Hi morning Jim" and use your smile. Hold back on "How are you?" If you would like the conversation to go further, think about something that's relevant to them, or recent times. For example, what did you get up to on the weekend holidays? Or how is your wife enjoying her new job? Want a shorter conversation? Ask a closed answer question such as "Did you have a good weekend?" which will generally give you a shorter answer. Avoid discussing weather and the news. The weather is boring and the news is usually about other people's misfortunes. Create boundaries. This is a doozy piece of advice. Consider what is acceptable behavior from yourself, and from others including family and friends. Maybe your old boundaries have become tighter or more flexible than previously. This is the line theory. Draw an imaginary line for acceptable behavior. Then you move that line a little bit, to accommodate a circumstance. Another situation occurs, and you move the line of what is acceptable again, and so on. Indulge your senses. Regularly, inspire yourself. Play your favorite music, light incense, read motivational or wealth-building material. You may as well enjoy as many aspects of life, where possible. Dress for success. Remember back when you were in love, or you knew you would run into someone cute. Remember how you would take a bit more care with your appearance in case you ran into that someone? Keep that in mind for when you know you are going to be dealing with other people. You don't have to get dressed up to the nines, however, you may want to reassess your wardrobe, make sure your hair is clean, look after your nails and teeth etc. Before you go out, clean your teeth and put on antiperspirant deodorant. Your appearance will make you feel great and that will help to reflect in your relationships. If your wardrobe is lacking a little bit, pop into your local op shop. Op shops are big business these days and usually have a fantastic range. You get great clothes, mostly between $5 and $10. My husband has heaps of brand name shirts that would normally cost between $50 and $60 each. He only ever pays $3 to $7 for them. I bought myself a pair of designer jeans, which would have normally sold for $110 for just $9. How awesome is that? Over a period of time, maybe years, you look back and find that your original boundaries have moved considerably. In some areas of life, this may be great, and in other areas, you may have to revise those boundaries. Get yourself a theme song. This piece of advice comes from watching an episode of Ally McBeal, and I find it to be incredibly helpful. Recently, I had to work for a few months making sandwiches in a hectic environment. There seriously wasn't any rest for the wicked. Whenever a great song would play on the radio, I would perk up immediately. I use all sorts of songs to help lift me. Generally I listen to party and rock songs for cleaning and walking, and easy listening for relaxing and chilling out. Create a space at home for yourself. Keep it looking fabulous. If you don't have a lot of room, use your bedroom. Keep your bed made. Put your rubbish in the bin and clear away your dishes. This is your sanctuary. Get yourself a little indoor plant. If plants aren't your thing, try a cactus. Those of you who have access to flowers growing nearby, make sure you grab a few from time to time. Laughter really is a great medicine. When I laugh, I usually end up with tears running down my cheeks. Enjoy laughter. Allocate a few dollars for a couple cheap movies every now and then that are just plain fun or funny. Soak up information. Read books on creating wealth, investing, and changing who you are. It will seem strange at first, but don't give up. I would have to say one of the best books that I have ever read, for everything in life, from dealing with customers and employees, to dealing with your mother-in-law, would be Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Believe me, The tactics that I learnt in that book has saved my butt and put me in the winning straight endless times. I know reading is probably risky as sometimes it's hard to do anything else once you start, however, go ahead and do it. Books can be expensive, so you may want to get a library card and hire out, or check to see what your local op shop has to offer. They are integral to your education however, and I feel that if you will take action, then purchasing a book every now and then is definitely important. Just stick to a schedule with reading, and don't let it take over your daily life. Naturally, read anything that is going to be persuasive to you, improving your life, and achieving what you want. I love reading a good novel as much as most of you do, however, I do not recommend reading novels or fiction right now, purely for the reason that the time spent reading needs to be productive to your education. This is the book that changed my life. What I Didn't Learn at School But Wish That I Had, by Jamie McIntyre. Guess what? It is available for free. I got the paperback version for myself, which only cost postage. However, you can download the free ebook at this link. Turn off the television. Who really needs to know about bad news every single day? Maybe try listening to the news on the radio occasionally. 5 minutes a day is better than 30 or 60 minutes. Don't have the TV on just for the sake of it. Take time out from TV. When you notice that the TV is on, see if anyone at home really is interested in the program, or if they are just sitting there for something to do. Try eliminating TV from a certain time slot 2 to 3 times a week. Particularly, turn the TV off and eat dinner together at the table. Write positive letters to people. Family and friends that you haven't spoken to in a long time would love to hear from you. Even just a short note. Don't mention bad things, write a few lines that are positive. If you have children, write about what grade the kids are in school now and something that your children enjoy doing. Ask your kids if they want to write a note to someone too. It doesn't have to be long. A drawing would be well appreciated. Then send it. Don't forget. Equally important, don't expect anything back. The fun is in the giving, and the surprise if you do actually receive mail back. It is quite interesting to hear statements about how communication in the email and SMS era is a lot stronger than in the past. If you have access to a computer, write a generic family personal email to send to your family and friends. If you have access to digital photos, include a couple. Talk about how you went fishing, or if your family has been playing soccer, or anything else significant and insignificant. Writing about negative feelings. If you want to write down your negative feelings and thoughts about something or someone, it's a good idea, however, get rid of it. Don't ever give it to anyone, or write it in your journal. Make sure that no one else will accidentally read your notes. Obviously, it goes without saying that if your bad thoughts are due to issues with violence or abuse, seek help immediately. Make the call. Do you need counseling, guidance, or even police intervention? Situations and people change. If you keep the bad stuff you have written, it's a bad idea. You don't want to keep reading these notes over and over. This won't improve your situation. All that will do is keep you bitter and angry. Being bitter and angry doesn't make your life better. In fact, it will spiral you into many bad situations. Remember your dreams. Do you remember your dreams when you wake up? I love dreaming, especially when they are really good dreams, with excitement, letting you escape reality. Dreams are believed to be many things. Most dreams are believed to be messages to teach us about ourselves. Write a couple of paragraphs about your dream, the storyline and how it made you feel in your book. Draw a picture of a scene that seemed poignant in your journal. You don't have to be Picasso as long as you put the effort in. Read back through the pages of your book. You'll notice elements in your dreams, such as buildings, animals, feelings, whether you are flying, driving and colors, to name a few. Look up these factors with a good website, or in a good dream interpretation book. I have my dream interpretation book on my bedside table, near my dream journal. If you don't normally remember your dreams, take a few moments to tell yourself that you will remember your dreams when you wake up in the morning. As you stir and start to wake, you should start to remember parts of your dream. Write down any elements that you can think of, and don't try to make any sense or sequence. By filling in your journal as often as you can, you will receive great enjoyment from reading about your dreams, and your dreams will become more fulfilling, due to your interest. Breathe and feel. Sounds a bit strange, right? What do I really mean? You would be amazed. If you don't already realize it, the power of how you breathe in some situations can bring forth feelings and outcomes in a very positive way. Your breath is most powerful as you exhale. Some very personal ways that you probably have already experienced this with positive outcomes one way or another, would be when you go to the toilet, partake in physical activity and exercise, during sex, or whilst in labor. Accented feelings may be experienced when patting or interacting with your pets and animals. This also happens when you are thinking about the person that you love madly. You can feel physically a stirring feeling around your heart and into the pit of your stomach. Broken hearts aren't imagined. It's a physical pain that most people will experience when in a fight, breakup or in grief over their partner. The point is to be aware of how you feel when you exhale in some of your activities, and with the thoughts going through your mind. Try meditating, and focus your thoughts while you exhale. Discover your spirituality. What are your spiritual beliefs? Where would you like to seek guidance from? The point is to share love, and maybe some of your time with like-minded people. Allow yourself peace and time to meditate. Daily practice would be ideal. Use long deep breaths. This helps adjust your energy wavelength, similar to radio signals. As you can imagine, there are plenty of books on these subjects, teaching you more than one way to achieve the results you are looking for. Give meditation a go, and you will be pleasantly surprised at the opportunities that you will be open to. Opportunities are around us often, and our decisions and thoughts will guide us as to whether or not we see the situation as an opportunity. Think of your body as an engine. Engines perform well on the good stuff, and splutter on the crappy stuff, just as brain and body activity is reliant on nutrition and exercise. We all should be having breakfast every single morning. Preferably aim to eat 2 fruits and 5 vegetables every day. Small amounts of red meat are fine. Also, vary your diet and add in sources of omega-3 such as fish and nuts. Drink heaps of water. Every time you go to have coffee, sugary or alcoholic drinks, consider changing it for a cold glass of water. Most of us should be aiming for 2 liters a day, which is equivalent to 8 standard 250 ml glasses a day. On that note, to assist in avoiding the wrong foods, clean your teeth first. You will be less likely to be interested in eating that piece of chocolate, or drinking that sugary drink. Healthy eating is cheap compared to crappy foods and takeaway. Make sure you exercise regularly. Aim for a 30-minute physical activity every day. Your heart needs it. So does your soul. Endorphins make you happy and give you a natural high. Exercise releases a chemical called endorphins. Endorphins can also be released after a fit of laughter, sex, or even when you experience danger. Work your butt off on a fast walk for half an hour and see how you feel. You will feel happy and strong. You will feel like you can achieve anything. Put on your stereo and do a 20-minute workout. Push-ups, crunches, star jumps, running on the spot and step-ups, etc. Stretch before and after. Don't bounce while stretching. Get stuck into those outdoor activities with your kids or your friends. Play a bit of backyard local park soccer or cricket. Go on the bike ride or a walk. Walk to the corner shop, instead of driving. Save the environment and money with fuel too. What are some realistic activities that you will do for half an hour per day? An idea could be to do an activity, or different activities for 10 minutes each, 3 times a day, to break up your week. Don't forget, housework, and some yard work, are included in the physical activities. Money isn't good, nor is it evil. It's money. What you do with it, is what may be good or evil. You will find that when your mindset starts rolling in a forward fashion, positive, like-minded people will be attracted to you, and you will be attracted to positive people. Also, this will happen with your personal wealth. This will happen because you will start reading and doing positive things, and taking action. For now though, I want you to know that it doesn't matter how much money that you earn, the single starting key to your wealth is to stop spending. Ever notice how some people are making heaps more money than you but still proclaim to not have any money? This piece of advice is excellent and I got it from Steve Knight's book, 130 Properties in 3.5 Years. Think about how hard you have to work for every single dollar. Now it's easy to put into perspective. So every time you go to spend $10, stop and think, will it matter or can I get by if I don't spend this $10? Revise your budget. Work out everything that you need, not want, to spend money on. Also work out the money that you receive in the hand or in the bank. Hopefully, your spending will be less than your income. Revise your budget every 3 months, or as required. This helps you be more disciplined with spending impulses. Remember that every $10 quickly adds up. If you need to financially get on track, putting your money on paper in front of you should really help you to see where you need to cut back on your expenses, and unnecessary spending. Some people benefit a lot from writing down every little cent that they have spent, as they learn from their spending mistakes, and resist temptations with their spending. Useful facts for budgets. You must work on budgeting what you receive, after tax. For example, if you know that your taxable income is $30,000 per year, don't divide $30,000 by 52 weeks, as this amount is not accurate, due to tax. If you work out that you receive $450 per week in the hand, this will be much more effective. Use a calculator to break down amounts on your page into weekly amounts, both for income and for expenses. Don't forget anything. If you know that you need to spend $200 in January or June etc. for school expenses, then include that in your budget. Divide any bill by the amount of weeks that you see it. Electronic banking. Hopefully, the majority of your income is electronically banked for you. This is going to be really helpful for your budget. Check with your bank with regard to costs and terms and conditions first. Some banks do not charge more than $5 per month flat fee for bill payments and online phone payments. Once you have worked out your budget, you can start organizing automatic payment of your bills on a weekly basis, eliminating surprises and unnecessary spending. By using the electronic information on the front or back of the bill, you can set up weekly deductions, either directly from your bank account where you are in control, or by direct debit. People use this for all types of bills, however, you may want to just start doing this for expenses that you know that you can't live without. As my mother-in-law once said, you always need somewhere to live, so make your first regular payment your rent or mortgage. Other ideas may include electricity, rates and loans. Like anything of this nature, check your institution's terms and conditions, account numbers and ensure that you have the funds in your bank account to cover the deductions. Good debt and bad debt. Something that a lot of us are very good at is getting into debt. Jamie McIntyre is a self-made multi-millionaire and wrote one of the most amazing books that I have ever read. What I Didn't Learn at School But Wish I Had. For a free copy of the book, follow the Change My Life link on my website. In this book, amongst many brilliant things, he explains how there is good debt and bad debt. Good debt will make you money with capital appreciation, such as property. Most of us are quite familiar with bad debt, which depreciates, such as cars, furniture and loans for holidays. I guess what I'm saying here, besides go out and read Jamie's book, available free through my website, by clicking on Change My Life, is now you need to start eliminating the bad types of debt in your life. Put every extra cent you have got into paying off the shortest term debt quicker, whilst you continue to pay your other debts. When you have finished paying out this debt, say you were spending $300 per month on paying it out, start putting the $300 per month onto the next shortest debt and so on. You will see a big snowball effect, and find yourself landing on your feet a lot quicker. By focusing on paying off one debt at a time with your extra money, you will feel rewarded for your budgeting efforts, compared to spreading out your money over multiple debts, which could seem like you aren't winning. Of course, it doesn't help if you just put yourself back into bad debt again, or keep spending the money. Your next step is to put your $300 or more per month into an investment, and start increasing your wealth. Plan your meals. By planning your meals, you will be less inclined to spend extra money on spur-of-the-moment shopping. Prepare your week or fortnight's meals, write your needs in a shopping list, and stick to it. Include your meal plans in your notes. Don't stress about the housework, it will still be there later. Remember though, when you take pride in your surroundings, it feeds your positive cycle, as it makes you feel great. So if housework isn't your thing, stay on top of the basics. List what you'd like to achieve in your daily list. You could also look at housework differently. Think of sweeping, mopping etc. as exercise. Play party and rock music while you get stuck into it. Those of you with children probably already involve your kids in chores around your house, and that is great. They are members of the household, and as such, they need to chip in and help. Feed the kids positive praise for every little thing they do that's good. Hold a family meeting within the next couple of days. Tell them that things are going to change for the better. Kids love hope. Tell them little bits about what you want to achieve with changes in your life, why, and how it will benefit them. They will appreciate that you make them feel important with the discussion. Discuss your family budget in light detail and show the kids why and how the budget is important. Mention one or two positive things that the family needs to achieve within that week, and tell them that you will hold the meeting again in a week's time. Ask your kids what they would like to achieve. Choose the achievable, realistic ideas from each of them and tell them that you will ask about it at the next meeting. Start and finish the meeting on positive comments. Tell them what you are happy with and why as an example. Include these meeting notes in your journal. Hold the meeting every week. If they don't take the meeting seriously, it's okay, because it is new to them. Your kids will start seeing that what is said is being done. Encourage the kids during the week about their short-term goals. You are teaching your kids how to live with a positive mindset. You will see a difference. The kids will believe. Have dinner together at the table at least twice a week, without the TV on. You probably should be aiming for that every night, however, can be unrealistic when parents are working full-time. Ask the kids about school, friends, sport, girlfriends/boyfriends etc. and their immediate and long-term goals and aspirations. How do they think they can achieve these? Use the approach that I'm giving you, on them. Lead by example. I generally start by each member talking about their day, around the table. Your kids will look forward to a great meal, and conversation. They will most likely feel like they can open up to you as well. Put aside a quiet time once a week or so, and get the kids to read. Let them come with you to the library and choose a book each. Use it as a reward. Boys struggle with music, TV, talking and reading. They seem to be able to focus on one thing at a time, so if they are doing homework, it usually needs to be quiet, and no TV. Sit down with the kids, and you all do your homework together if you can. You can be working on your letters, lists, budgets or ideas. Make it a habit. Naughty kids. With the yelling and negative stuff, try positive reinforcement and encouragement first. If they need to be disciplined, make sure it's realistic, and that you will follow up on it. For example, if you say grounded for a month, make sure that you are able to follow through on it. Most parents would go stir crazy if their kids were grounded for a month. Try taking away the game consoles, TV or computer access for 24 hours. With the naughty things that kids do, or actually with anything bad, I ask the following question to myself. Is it worth worrying about? The answer will either be yes, or no. If it's no, for now, let it go. I'm not saying that you can let terrible stuff go on. It's just, do you want to be nagging them about things all the time? Again, with the chores, it's lead by example. If the kids don't see you doing any chores, they won't feel like it either. Except for the times that you just want to get in and do it, leave some of your chores to do, for when they are around, so they can see that you all do chores, because you are all members of this household. Be positive in all of your comments and talk. This will ultimately determine your outcomes. For example, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. This is true for jokes, a bit of fun at you and other people, as well as the serious stuff. Don't put yourself down at all. Not even to be funny. Your subconscious picks up on keywords and doesn't know right or wrong. It reprograms the positive or the negative. Instead of saying I hate not having a car, learn to say, I would love to have my own car. Now the sentence basically means exactly the same thing, and ordinarily would mean the same result, but that's not true. One sentence reaffirms negative programming, and the other reaffirms positive programming. So you are either teaching your brain hate car or love car. Your brain works in amazing ways. Put this into practice before you think or say your thoughts aloud. Hate being late or love being early, hate being broke or love having money. Teach your brain, and your brain will obey both the negative and positive. Bite your tongue. Oh boy, this was one of the best lessons that I had learnt as a 15-year-old teenager, who always had to have a dig. Geez, I was always in trouble. Anyway, the guy who lived next door, who happened to be really smart, fabulous and good-looking to boot, gave me the advice of learn to bite your tongue. Know inside that what you were about to say was really clever, witty or even hurtful, but just bite your tongue. You will see. So, as I had a huge crush on him, and listened to what he had to say, I started to bite my tongue. This amazing thing started to happen in my home life. I wasn't getting into trouble, or fighting with my sisters. In fact, I was being offered more rewards, and it all just started to evolve and take place. This also meant, I got to do more as I wasn't grounded all of the time either. Eliminate mean comments, sarcasm and gossip. Mean comments and gossip are forms of bullying, and sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. You want to become someone that others look up to. Don't talk for the sake of it. Too much talk turns people away. Before you say anything, ask yourself, does this person really need or want to hear or know what I'm about to say, including every little detail, and what someone else said, etc. Chances are, the answer would be no. Watch your speech habits. Common problem areas may include throat clearing, or terms such as I know, like you know. What do ya call it, and one that I am guilty of, swearing. Be aware, and eliminate any of the habits that you have while speaking, and your conversation may be much more engaging and enjoyable for the listener/s. As you may not be aware of your habits, ask someone that you trust if you are guilty of speech habits, like the ones listed. Learn to really listen. One of the most important skills in relationships whether it is personal or work-related, is the ability to listen. That does not mean waiting for your turn to talk. For a week, try listening more and talking less with everyone that you interact with, including family and friends. The most interesting thing to someone is themselves. So unfortunately, when you talk about yourself, your family, or one of your friends, repeatedly in detail, people will switch off. Say no. There are such things as kindness and generosity, of course, and I am not asking you to stop being kind or generous. Take into consideration your needs as well, and recognize if you are being taken for granted, or if people are considering your needs, too. People will stop wearing you down if you start saying no. Everyone may be surprised at what other options are available. Ask for help. Those of you who are single parents, or unemployed, our governments are most helpful, especially compared to most other countries in the world. In fact, I would have to say that we have the most opportunity and freedom out of everyone in the world. Use information and systems to your advantage. Inquire about training and various courses you can do to get your life back on track. Talking allows you to sort through your thoughts aloud and can make a big difference. If you're not close to family and friends, or believe they may be too bossy or judgmental, look up support groups in your local phone book or on the internet. Entrench society's values. As you know, there are so many. As an example, most governments and organizations have summed up the expectations of people in their framework to instill honesty, integrity, initiative, courage and loyalty, are amongst their requirements. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. When inquiring about anything, speak confidently, and in a friendly manner. Use your manners. You may be really amazed at how much easier it is getting the information and help that you need. Remember that you are dealing with human beings who are mostly concerned about themselves. When you make their job of serving you enjoyable, you will usually get much better service. Ask yourself, if you were the other person, would you want to be approached in the same way that you are approaching them? Don't forget to use please and thank you. When saying please, I have found that please isn't heard often, unless it's used at the end of your sentence. Egg, can you show me where the adventures section is please? Is easier to pick up on, then can you please show me where the adventure section is? Avoid placing blame. Using terms such as always and never is usually an exaggeration, and immediately puts the other person on the defensive. Using this sort of terminology rarely resolves conflict, nor does it help you get the outcome that you desire, which is more important. When dealing with a company, unless it is the fault of the person that you are dealing with, advise who you are talking to that you realize the problem you want resolved isn't their fault, and could they please help. Let it go. It's quite likely that you have been hurt deeply in the past by a friend, loved one or family member. Learning to accept that it's happened is a big step to resolving your feelings about the event. Focus your energy on how you are going to fix your life today and tomorrow. Recognize your habits. We all have them. Some are worse than others, and some are better than others. Habits are usually some type of subconscious behavior that you have repeated often. It could be something as simple as twirling of your hair or scratching of your head when talking to someone. How we think about ourselves and our planned achievements becomes a habit. We are easily conditioned or influenced by factors such as magazines, television, partners, friends, peers, work colleagues and novels, including romance novels. Remember your power of belief. This is a strong energy, which will help guide your thoughts and actions into becoming positive habits. We wouldn't do anything in life unless we believed that we could do it. So by believing that you will achieve the life that you dream about, will help you to readjust your good and bad habits. Here is a list of habits and addictions which we should try and eliminate. Place a red asterisk, or use a highlighter, beside your bad habits. Add to the list any of yours which aren't listed. smoking, regular recreational drug use, gossiping, putting in junk food, twirling, sucking your hair, watching TV, soft drink, attention seeking, throat clearing, coffee, tea, spitting, sniffing / snorting, not listening, waiting to talk, arguing, know-it-all, eating snacks, speech patterns, swearing, bragging, belching, monopolizing the conversation, flatulence, masturbating, interrupting, clipping nails in public, biting nails, littering, pencil chewing, talking in movies, popping gum, tailgating, name dropping, tapping pencils, drumming fingers, dot, 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 dot. Some of the habits listed above are not bad, if done in moderation. It's up to you to realize if, for example, you are addicted to or are in a habit of drinking coffee, or whether you are choosing to have a coffee. The same would be said for junk food, watching TV, frozen dinners, and masturbating. What would be good habits to get into? Using manners, daily hygiene practices, schedules, routines, neatness, careful use of your words, tone of voice, caring, healthy eating, drinking water, exercise, behavior. Develop your emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? It's more or less about your emotional awareness. Being self-aware, and your awareness of other people. Consider your emotions and your responses to situations. Work out what you want, how you are going to go about getting what you want. Think about other people's feelings and their possible reactions to circumstances. Mentally assess body language and tone of voice. An example of using emotional intelligence may be if you are in a rocky relationship, and you are trying to repair it. Using emotional intelligence would help, as you would be aware that by dredging up and rehashing past hurts, will not help strengthen your relationship. By being aware of this, you are more likely to have a positive reconciliation. You can only change you. As you rediscover yourself and the positives, don't feel hurt if others don't share your new focus and enthusiasm. In fact, you may even begin to notice how negative some people really are, and it will dawn on you that earlier you were none the wiser. If you find that people are bringing you down, you need to decide if you should be spending as much time with these sorts of people, and think about how you aren't going to be dragged down by their negativity. Don't ever listen if you are being told that you are wasting your time. You have this life and so much more yet, that you want out of it. Remember to have fun, and enjoy the journey of life. Action equals results. Make your fundamental wall. I have got on one section of my wall covered with photographs, letters and cards from people, pictures of goals that I want to achieve, and posters of rock bands and cute guys. And yes, I'm happily married, and at the time of writing, was 33 years old. Go ahead and start yours. If you aren't allowed to put posters etc. on your wall directly, then boards are cheap, or get creative, and put some colored material and cover a large sheet of cardboard or wood of some description, and hang it up. Some ideas would be to include a few favorite photographs and photos of the house and the lifestyle you want. Write and decorate a positive statement. Something as simple as action equals results will do fine, or choose a quote from the journal. Work regularly in your life's fundamental journal. When you have time, get yourself some colors for inside. This is your own book, and for you only. Keep it by your bed with your pencil case. For now, use an exercise book. I have created templates, which will be available from my website shortly, that you can download and print, although, it would be recommended to print them double-sided and with a laser printer. Write lists. Writing, and reading what you've written reaffirms your goals and dreams. First list, use dates to be definitive. 2-week goal, 6-week goal, 3-month goal, 6-month goal, 1-year goal, 2-year goal, 5-year goal. Be realistic. Do this every few months. Daily in your book, write a list of the 6 things that you must do on the following day, and do them, every single day. This can be little chores and big chores. Ideas such as making inquiries, paying bills, folding or washing etc. Be specific. Create and stick to a regular schedule. Include this in your diary. Make time for housework, kids, your partner and yourself. Write down ideas, feelings, business opportunities and budgets. I urge you to read up on books about creating wealth. Not only because you will be able to reward yourself with wonderful things, but these books lead you on to self-development as one of the main criteria for wealth. After you have read a chapter in books about investing, making money and improving yourself, skim back through with a highlighter if they are your books, the bits that make great statements. Rewrite these highlighted paragraphs in your life's fundamental journal, under highlighted statements from valued reading. Before you go to bed, you should enjoy reading your journal, and getting a buzz from the new life you are creating within your mindset. Relive how you felt, what you have achieved, and believe in your goals. Action equals results. Date. What has changed in the last 3 months? List factors which have created changes, such as within yourself, your family and outside sources. Changes may be emotional, physical, intellectual and/or financial. Some may be good, some may be bad. How do you feel about where your life is, right now? Describe your feelings about your life, and if you think your life is mundane, going backwards or moving forwards. When you make changes and improvements, what would you like your life to be like? What changes do you need to make, do more regularly or improve, to get what you want? Date. Writing, and reading what you've written reaffirms your goals and dreams. Decorate pages with pictures of your goals and dreams. 2-week goal. Create your goal wall. 6-week goal. 3-month goal. 6-month goal. 1-year goal. 2-year goal. 5-year goal. To dream anything that you want to dream, that is the beauty of the human mind. To do anything that you want to do, that is the strength of the human will. To trust yourself, to test your limits, that is the courage to succeed. Bernard Edmonds. The future depends on what we do in the present. Mahatma Gandhi. Write about your dream including what happened, and where. What were your feelings? Were you sad, angry, happy, excited? What are the main factors and colors that stood out in your dream? Illustrate a poignant scene from your dream. 6 things I must do today. Time, people to see and places to be. Statements from valued reading. Today's alley. Minutes of exercise. Glasses of water, 250 ml. Servings of fruit. Servings of veggies. Servings of alcohol. Today I achieved. Life's fundamental. How to start the life of your dreams. Date. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Thomas Edison. Write about your dream including what happened, and where. What were your feelings? Were you sad, angry, happy, excited? What are the main factors and colors that stood out in your dream? Illustrate a poignant scene from your dream. 6 things I must do today. Time, people to see and places to be. Highlighted statements from valued reading. Today's alley. Minutes of exercise. Glasses of water, 250 ml. Servings of fruit. Servings of veggies. Servings of alcohol. Today I achieved. Life's fundamental. How to start the life of your dreams.